I think this is definitely one of those matches where we're going to see some interesting plays come out, where MaJicBear is going to go for a lot of plays and see how he's feeling on the day. Normally we see a lot of players feel out how their opposition is, where they think, okay, are they going to be as strong as they normally are defensively? Let's just throw a couple of pot shots at net, see if I can just sink a couple of goals. I think MaJicBear, it's almost the opposite for him. Can he get those flip resets? Can he get the nice angled hook shots? Can he get the sort of cheeky plays as well? And I'm hoping that he can. I think we see something pretty today as we get into game number 1. Because, Cole, we both want pretty Rocket League at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, that's all anyone wants to see when they tune into a Johnny Boy stream. They want to see these flip resets. They want to see something special. And early on, there's LionBlaze showing that he's more than just control, more than just defensive capabilities. He does have a flick in him as well. But it does come to nothing. I think I've gone with my heart over my head a little bit in predicting MaJicBear, but you never know. Although that's what I do know is that that's not a great start defensively for MaJicBear.
I mean, MaJicBear has dropped a big whoops in chat. He knows he should have got that. He side flipped as well, which is interesting there, but that's what he's doing, you know. He's feeling it out. Is he able to, you know, side flip when he doesn't need to? You know, this is all part of the plan of it.
Do you reckon that's trying to get in his opponent's head, making LionBlaze think, wow, this guy who's just been promoted to the RLCS with Alpine, he's rubbish, isn't he? I'm going to be able to take it easily, is what he's thinking.
There isn't RLCS promotions anymore, mate.
True.
In there. By the way, voiced incredibly by Johnny, that announcement video. Let's give him a bit of credit there. Really, really well done.
Yeah, when he told me to chase my Rocket League dreams, it almost made me want to sort of get the old band back together. Bring Team Rocket back to the top.
Yeah, Dooms didn't reply, did he?
Nah, he never does. 2-0 already to LionBlaze, who started very strongly, very comfortably as expected, and that flick there from MaJicBear has just gone over the net. I always feel it in series like this, when it's sort of a more controlled, dare I say better 1v1 player in LionBlaze, that the first game in a series is so important. Because LionBlaze is going to improve as this series goes along, whereas one would expect that MaJicBear will start to be red. And with LionBlaze starting like this, it's going to be tricky if this first game continues in the way it started for MaJicBear to come back from a thrashing in the first game.
I mean, both players on that shot did end up actually doing pretty well. MaJicBear recovered nicely, went round the inside of the goal and came out for the block. Maybe could have waited and then gone, or gone straight away. He kind of was in a little bit of a middle ground. LionBlaze takes his fourth. Johnny is probably sitting there all smug right now thinking, I was late. It's like, yeah, right, well done, pal. It's only 4. It's only 4 thus far.
Stumpy, you know fully well that when Johnny Boy is right, he says a lot more than it was right. It's a whole speech coming out. He's unloading the scroll in front of him. 100 reasons why I was right. The MaJicBear, they've still got plenty of time. It's a very tricky start. LionBlaze is all over. He's given up on it again.
That is a brutal fun.
It is indeed, and it's 2 goals where MaJicBear has just stopped his car immediately, given up on everything and let LionBlaze score. This is, I think, you know, we were a bit optimistic in our predictions in going with MaJicBear, but I don't think anybody expected this start.
I mean, maybe not. I referenced a post I saw on Reddit earlier that Johnny actually, you linked us before from a guy called E-Trout, and he just said a load of really good stats about the Sun 1 qualifiers. And First Killer and LionBlaze, MaJicBear and LionBlaze, they're both in a lot of these stats where they have got a lot of goals, they have got a lot of saves, they are doing really well, but LionBlaze is just showing that there are 2 levels to 1v1 in NA.
Yeah, and he is certainly at the apex of that level, of course. The opponent that he's looking to come up against in First Killer would be favourite against pretty much everybody else in this entire event, in EU or NA, maybe. That's the big question mark that's still over First Killer. But anyway, as I digress, we do have an elusive goal from MaJicBear. In 1v1s, 5 goals certainly isn't unattainable. With a big swing, though, and not just a big swing in goals. He needs to step up the way he's playing, because so far, despite that goal going his way, it's all LionBlaze, really.
LionBlaze again on the attack, bips it near post. We've got a Brazil that we were so close to getting in the first series of the day.
I was upset.
But now LionBlaze secured it for us. I love that. He's taking the hook shot, finally goes for it. But the way that he faked that meant that MaJicBear had to slow down. he made MaJicBear get rid of all of his momentum because the fakes were so convincing. He didn't know when he was going to shoot, so he has to stop, and then the shot comes in. It was a great play from him as MaJicBear is going to get his second. Just sort of ever within 5 right now.
Yeah, it sounds so easy when you put it like that. Just score 5 more goals. But LionBlaze did get caught underneath that ball. Maybe that's what MaJicBear needs. A couple of easy goals, some sort of confidence booster. A reminder that there are 2 cars on this pitch right now fighting over this ball, and it's not just the man in blue. He's going to have it all his own way. A couple of kickoffs for MaJicBear, and he might be just starting to build up some momentum here.
MaJicBear, that's his second goal off a kickoff as well, where he got his first and now his third. He deliberately goes for that bump on LionBlaze as well. As soon as the opponent is just slightly off the floor and you can get underneath them, it ruins their momentum entirely. It will send them sideways. It's absolutely horrible to deal with. MaJicBear, if he can get a few more kickoffs, he's going to do well. He's done well out of that one as well. Picked up a 12 and get that second one as well. Can he get it over LionBlaze? No, he cannot. LionBlaze is low though. MaJicBear does not go for the corner boost. Just hit it back into that left corner though. Now he's stuck on this sidewall. Goes to the bump on LionBlaze. Leads to nothing. As that boost respawns again, he's back on 100. LionBlaze coming out of his own corner. And get his 8th. No, MaJicBear staying strong. Using that momentum a little bit better there. I think before he would have slowed down, stopped, and then gone for the attack. But he realizes, well, if I slow down earlier, then I'm able to get something else. He can't! All he's in is 4.
And MaJicBear is slowly but surely starting to get something of a foothold in this first game. Still very, very unlikely to win it, but just all of this momentum that he's building up is going to be able to be something that he can take into game number 2 as and when we get there. But all is not lost in this one just yet, even though it will be tough. He's got the ball in the corner with no boost. A tricky situation here for MaJicBear. Just needs to stay patient. Wants this boost to spawn, is desperate for it to do so, and it hasn't. That could be a doomsday dish for LionBlaze. Not quite, and some sustained pressure now for the man in blue.
LionBlaze is in the qualifiers, it was the 3rd lowest goals conceded, and it's all down to how strong his attack is. On average, he had just under 5 goals conceded in any given game. The fact that he's had 3 thus far, it seems to be lining up roughly with what the statistics will tell us. He's got 8 now, and no player thus far in Salt Mine 2 has come back from more than a 5-goal deficit. The maximum is 4. So MaJicBear has got a statistically impossible chance right now if he's going by these qualifiers.
I know you, Stumpy, and you're going to use that statistic again and again and again throughout the course of this week. The thing about, could he be the first man to bring back more than 4 goals? Well, MaJicBear still could. There's another one for him. Good control in the attack. Patience as well. And then when the opportunity finally presented itself, it was a fine margin he could aim for. But he will always have that finishing. Will MaJicBear? Do you back him? 4 goals?
Boy, it's suddenly within the realms of possibility.
Yeah.
He's still got 90 seconds. I mean, in ones, we've seen not only the fact that obviously kickoff goals do happen, can happen, and will happen, but that MaJicBear is proficient at them as well. So he's no stranger to doing it.
He's improving as well, MaJicBear. He got something of a read in his opponent, but LionBlaze, every now and then, he just gets that last little touch, which is the last thing that MaJicBear needs. LionBlaze here, look at this, picking up this boost, and then just the single touch past his opponent. Great goal.
It's also the kiting the ball around in his opponent's back third, where he stays close behind it. He's got the lead, he doesn't need to get any more goals. We saw a chance where he could have maybe gone for a shot, might have got him, might not. Could have conceded one himself, and so he just goes for a nice and simple shot, and I really appreciate that idea. He just goes for, okay, give it a gentle tap, take it to the side, get the boost, and he got a goal from it later. So he did the purpose of wasting a few seconds and gets him clear by 1 yet again.
Here's Van Edgeable. Does he want the flip reset? He doesn't. Instead, he goes for the demo. Can he turn around this ball and get a 10th? No need to. Just knock it back. Eat a few more seconds. That's pretty much game 1-1. But I think that... was it 6-0 before MaJicBear even got a point on the board? I think it was 6.
Yes. Yeah, because they went to 6-1.
Yeah, so from that point, you have to say that MaJicBear has at least done enough to put himself in the conversation of this series. It was starting to look like this would be an absolute blowout. Maybe he just needs to remain a bit more patient at the start of game number 2. It could be that he figured the same thing I did, or I mentioned earlier, that he was going to need a big start in order to win this series. Maybe overdid it somewhat, forgot to defend, so game 2 could be a chance to rectify that.
Yeah, I think MaJicBear needs to be more comfortable defending in some of these games, like you say. He needs to be all right with sitting on the line. and just absorbing for a little bit more. Right now, he seems quite hectic in net, where he wants to get it away as soon as he possibly can. That's not the play, I don't think. I think absorb it a bit and then go for some challenges when you deem it a bit more safe, because any time that you get LionBlaze on a strong attack, he's gonna get something out of it, and he has just got his 10th from a failed breezy flick into the bump.
Oh, that's what you think, mate. A failed breezy flick? Nah, you're wrong. That is the world's first breezy bump. Never before seen until Salt Mine 2 NA main event. Courtesy of LionBlaze. And he's got another one as well. Okay, this has turned into the blowout, but it probably deserved to be, all things considered. I'm still hopeful for MaJicBear. He showed moments, flashes of capability throughout this first game. Yeah, exactly, which is a harsh word to use, but the way it started, I think it's a little bit fair. But LionBlaze, he is just, defensively, as you and Johnny were talking about, he's so strong, isn't he? He's not going to give anything away.
He's just happy. Just to, again, we saw the double play style of that in the first series, where First Killer and J-Bot were both happy to absorb and wait and counter and go from that point. LionBlaze is happy to do that, but MaJicBear is not. And that's something I think that MaJicBear either needs to kind of get to that level of being comfortable, or he needs to really pressure on LionBlaze, push every single button that he can, stretch LionBlaze thin, because right now he's not. He's waiting for a LionBlaze mistake, and they are few and far between.
Yeah, he's waiting for a LionBlaze mistake, and he's also making some of his own. We saw, I don't know if you're seeing the same replays as I am in the background. I know that the broadcast isn't. You guys are seeing our ugly faces. Sorry, everybody. But I just saw the attempted save where MaJicBear just sort of side flipped away from the ball, and goals like that, when you're coming up against LionBlaze, they just knock the... Was that the very first one, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. They just knock the absolute stuffing out of you. So a solid start is what I'm asking for from MaJicBear here. If he can get through the first 30 seconds or so unscathed, maybe even avoid the kickoff goal against him, then we may see something different in game number 2 as they go for this kickoff.
MaJicBear has also changed car designs. He's stuck with the same car, same boring Cristianos. Yes, they're boring, but he's gone for a different decal. He's evidently got 2 presets, and he must feel, you know, that getting that placebo in, see if he feels more comfortable as LionBlaze. Goes for a very comfortable flick there, just a touch hard.
It's a scary concept. I thought that LionBlaze also does have absolutely sick mechanics in his own right as well, but the demos that he brings out could be enough to get this first goal. But it's a good spawn from MaJicBear. He'll launch a counter-attack with his opponent, should I say, not his teammate, never his teammate in 1v1s. Absolutely boost up, but he does recover well. Does LionBlaze until that touch from MaJicBear, and oh, it's just about the lead for the man in orange.
Just about secures that final touch that he needed. Good 50 as well, recovery from the wall too. The little touch, LionBlaze can catch him on the booty. But it doesn't end up doing anything, as the first goal goes in favour of MaJicBear. The first time he has been in the lead by a long margin in this series.
Yeah, it's true, but it helps. This could be a second goal as well. Attempts to pick up some pace on that ball of the wave dash, but he's used all of his boost and he's going to have to head back. Is he? LionBlaze is trying to reel him in, trying to tempt his opponent to do something silly, but it seems that MaJicBear has learned to slow down a little bit. A harsh lesson learned in that first game. MaJicBear seems to have heeded it.
There's really good weight there by MaJicBear. Just chill out, see what happens, see what LionBlaze does. Of not being much with it, as MaJicBear is now on the return, but LionBlaze can just tap it over, get the equalizer.
He tried that before at LionBlaze, and MaJicBear was too close, shadowing too closely to fall for it. This time, MaJicBear is a little bit far away, so when LionBlaze baits him out, he knows his opponent's going to be going towards it and can just nip in there and get a very clean equalizer.
MaJicBear again, these kickoff goals, he's getting them more and more frequently now. He's got a couple in the first game, and now, sorry, the second game, right? No, the first game, yeah. But now, this second game, that's another one. Is this where he's going to be getting a lot of his success?
Maybe. Yeah, so far, basically, at least in the latter half of the first game and the start of this one, it seems to have been that kickoffs have gone MaJicBear's way. But of course, Stumpy, you've cursed the man. As soon as you mention it, here's one for LionBlaze the other way.
The thing with ones, kickoffs are all luck, aren't they? Don't listen to what Johnny tells you. There's no thought behind it.
Oh, why do you say these things?
I don't know. I'm a divisive character. Reddit hates me. Anyway. MaJicBear.
Reddit doesn't know you.
Wow. Gosh.
Yeah, that has more.
Appreciation thread you did, mister.
I know. Yeah,
I was moving house like an idiot.
I've changed since that day. I've smiled since then. You've hated it.
Yeah, I've had a good time. All right, MaJicBear's going to be. He's on one of his attacks that he is gifted by LionBlaze. We're just going from boost to boost, trying to reduce the amount that LionBlaze is able to get. Stroll fakes in amongst each other as well. LionBlaze high. MaJicBear faking it for some reason. He had the boost to match, but he didn't end up going for it.
I am a big fan of this, the MaJicBear surrender. As soon as he knows his opponent is going to score, he's like, yeah, go on, have it. Let's get on with this again. I am looking forward to the day where MaJicBear does that with, like, I don't know, 60 seconds left, and he concedes a goal that puts him one behind, and his opponent just puts it on the goal line and eats into a good 20 seconds, because it could happen. If he keeps on doing that, someone's going to figure it out and use it against him.
I've seen that once I think it was Scrub when he was playing against somebody. This is like years ago. I imagine it's happened a lot since then. But he just waited. He just put it on the line because his opponent was like, yeah, I'm not going to come challenge you. You're going to get the goal. He just waited there. And the opponent's like, oh. So he starts driving at it and Scrub just puts it in. Like,
yeah, cool.
That's 15 seconds off the clock now. I've kind of screwed myself over there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a good demo. Good block, though, from MaJicBear to potentially... launch a counter-attack, gets that flip reset as well, but it's read by LionBlaze on his own goal line. It's got 37 boost. It is going to get this win. Now we're going to have a very slow, wide, rotatey race to this ball. Who's going to be first to attack it? It's LionBlaze, but MaJicBear just about gets there in time. 2 minutes left. This one's closer.
MaJicBear goes up for 1-2. Cannot get that flip reset as LionBlaze saves it just from the line. Much closer in this game. LionBlaze only 1 ahead now, coming up to the 90-second remaining mark.
Closer in the scoreline, and also more opportunities for MaJicBear just to unleash his mechanics a little bit. Not quite working just yet, but he's having some clean flicks. He's having some flick reset attempts. And this time, it's worked off the backboard, and we have parity. Oh, speed. Speed of that flick, absolutely. Just so powerful from it.
Made it nicely as well off the crossbar. Went straight into where he knew it was going to be and just hit that in. I thought that might go high, but yeah, he's done with it very well.
Here he is again, going for another one, and he gets it off the floor, this time from the sidewall. MaJicBear, for the second time in this series now, takes another lead. Oh, what a touch that is.
The rolling Doomsy flick of, so Doomsy dish to get his 4th goal. LionBlaze tried to wrap himself around it, but is not able to. Now MaJicBear ahead once again. Can he get a kickoff goal? It does go in his favor, but he is bumped backwards. LionBlaze has to go for that as he goes towards the net. MaJicBear now with 100 boost. LionBlaze low. He can't get there, and MaJicBear, he gets clear by 2.
This has turned much more into MaJicBear's sort of game, a lot more open now that we have LionBlaze chasing, having to leave these opportunities for MaJicBear, having to take more risks. Not just able to squeeze the life out of the game the same way he was in the first one. And MaJicBear is really purring now, and he could get yet another kickoff goal. If he can get this flick right, I'm sure he can. 6-3. What a turnaround this has been.
The kickoffs from MaJicBear are just so deadly right now. Each and every time he's getting goal after goal after goal. That's 4 unanswered goals now in about 40 seconds.
There was that one where you cursed poor old MaJicBear, so not unanswered. And there's another one as well. Now you've said that he's got 4 unanswered, so it's not quite as dominant maybe as it could be, but it certainly is an advantage for him. But he has to be careful.
It was 4 goals in a row.
All right, sorry. Okay, fair enough. But he needs to make sure that he doesn't over-rely and trust his kickoff too much, because LionBlaze does have the capability to mix it up and just surprise his opponent. Such an intelligent 1v1 player. This could be another goal if MaJicBear's not careful. She is, just landing on his opponent as well. And gets the next hit, and another bump as well. Poor old LionBlaze couldn't escape, and now it's 7-4.
Look at that bump underneath from LionBlaze. LionBlaze trying to chase it. MaJicBear onto the wall, and then a bump in return to send him away. Under a minute, and 3 need to come in from LionBlaze just to secure overtime before we get to game 3. MaJicBear off the kickoff once again. Another goal. They are his bread and butter right now. Look at that. Flicking dodging perfectly, and then capitalizing when it goes back into the middle.
That's 8 unanswered kickoff goals for MaJicBear now. He's absolutely smashing it.
He's doing
Loving
well.
life. Still a chance, of course, in ones for LionBlaze to come back here. But he's going to need some goals pretty darn soon if he wants to have any chance of doing that, and not looking forward to game number 3. MaJicBear doing well just to stay far away enough from the ball to be able to get that read. Everything LionBlaze is trying right now isn't working. This is the MaJicBear pop-off that we predicted would happen at some point.
Look at that, just beating out, or sorry, calling LionBlaze's bluff rather, where he sees fake challenge come in, he takes it low, lands it, demos, goals. 5 clear, this is MaJicBear's game. Game number 3 is who we're going to be seeing. Also, where we're going to be seeing who goes to game point, match point.
It seems like this is one of those really fun 1v1 series where it's just really swingy. You know, we saw at the start of game 1, LionBlaze come out like, you know, he was sprinting around like he owned the place with those few goals that he got. And then suddenly, MaJicBear just flicks some sort of switch, and now he's the one dominating, which makes it really hard to predict where this series is going, because it could well be that LionBlaze has been getting the read. Oh, he's almost got a poor miss, but he's turned it into something good. It could well be that, you know, LionBlaze is really comfortable with this. He's been reading his opponent. He knows exactly what he's going to do to game 3. Equally, MaJicBear could just keep on doing what he's done in this game and run away with this one too. So it's a really, it's precariously balanced, is this series going into the 3rd game.
It's still anybody's game. I mean, we were saying that MaJicBear has to have his day, and he has to have that. He's got that pop-off potential, but will it happen? And it looks like game 1, it wasn't. Game 2, though, he was getting the better reads. He seems like he's more in the flow of things, where he's reading the game a couple of steps ahead rather than being very reactionary about it. So MaJicBear looking like a real contender to maybe get the upset versus LionBlaze.
Let's see if he can keep this going, or is the favourite LionBlaze, the man from 72 PC, going to turn this one right back around and show MaJicBear why he's the favourite and why he's seen as such an intelligent 1v1 man. Game number 3 is coming right up. Eventually. They're just having a... There we go. There we go. Let's do this.
We're in. And MaJicBear. Oh, kickoff. He loves them. Honestly, he loves them.
It's 27 unanswered by my count.
I think it is. You've focused on the unanswered when that was objectively true.
It wasn't. Right, one of us is going to be very wrong here. He had 4, but not unanswered. I swear, there was a LionBlaze kickoff goal in there.
It went from 3-2, and then it went to whatever it is, 6-3 or whatever.
History will say, my friend. Okay, MaJicBear has updated his giving up routine. Now, instead of just stopping, he goes on his back and turtles the other way. So that's progress. Yeah,
it is progress. He's working his way back to his net, which I like, just in case. Unfortunate miss there, though, by MaJicBear. Maybe could have sunk it in, maybe taken his time a little bit more, but didn't opt to. LionBlaze's low boost. Can he get back in time? Yes, he can. MaJicBear has nabbed the back boost. He's got the 100 still to his name. LionBlaze is fully zeroed. MaJicBear keeps it high, but it went high and on the backboard. The only place that LionBlaze was able to get that. That back boost did not spawn. Oh, sorry, it did spawn, rather.
Oh, no.
LionBlaze intercepts.
Yeah, he intercepts, but you got to say that was poor from MaJicBear. He definitely had this play in the palm of his hand. And that touch just straight down LionBlaze's throat. The man surely can't believe his luck as he has been gifted the lead. Disappointing that as far as MaJicBear is concerned, because he had the pressure there. And I don't know what happened there.
Boost over ball is what happened.
Ooh.
Yeah, he just didn't. Yeah, I guess he just didn't really fancy it, I suppose. I mean, you see those situations happen when the opposition, when the defender rather, doesn't necessarily anticipate that the attacker is in a good enough position to get power on it, because you just come off the kickoff and the small pads are taken. Then you can be unaware as to how well they're going to be able to have that final shot. MaJicBear, I guess, thought he had time, but he just didn't. And LionBlaze gets another goal as we're talking about that. It's been 1 minute and 5 goals thus far.
Yeah, LionBlaze Getting, of course, the Lions' share of them. But MaJicBear just gets himself back into it. It was starting to look like one of those tilty games as far as MaJicBear was concerned. He'd given away a couple of goals to LionBlaze, and LionBlaze was pretty much loving his life, but maybe that goal from MaJicBear will just shake him back into it. It's the curse of these Flair players, you know? They look amazing 1 minute, and then the next you just think, why did you do that thing that you just did? It made no sense. Suddenly, they pop off again, 4-3.
7 goals, 70 seconds. This is just kick off. Over
One, did it?
and over again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one. It's either this or a dribble bump, so take your pick.
There's someone watching the stream right now that's just shown their mate who only plays 3, says, look, bear with me, 1v1's is good, I promise. MaJicBear and LionBlaze, these guys are amazing. And this is the first game that he or she has been shown. And then the person that showed them it just thinking, oh no, why has there been 7 kickoff goals already?
And now this is developing into a bit of a nicer play. MaJicBear goes high with his shot. LionBlaze can get back, hits it over the top. MaJicBear, though, does manage to secure that back right boost. LionBlaze will be low. Picking up pennies off the floor. MaJicBear will try and get this as a high shot. No, goes right. Fakes me, fakes the defender, and gets something magical.
Yeah, MaJicBear, his demos have been on point today. I think one of the goals earlier on that LionBlaze actually scored, there was almost a demo from MaJicBear, and LionBlaze just didn't land in time. His car was slightly high, so the demo didn't come in. But normally, the demo plays, the aggression plays, have been coming in from MaJicBear, and they've been really effective. LionBlaze has struggled to deal with them. That's a good save from him. He's nervously under this one, just trying to pick up some boost. I think, again, is very grateful that MaJicBear went for boost instead of ball, and now he has a chance to flick himself. It's a bit weak, and MaJicBear gets the save.
MaJicBear, though, can get the long shot. That's just over.
Oh my God.
And bounces horribly for him as well. LionBlaze able to get back and can get the return goal. That's the one end to the other and back again.
That is, again, so cruel from MaJicBear. He just had to hope. I mean, arguably, you could say he could have got the read better off the crossbar, but when it bounces like that, everyone that's watching, everyone in the server sort of feels it. We've all experienced that moment. Credit, though, to LionBlaze. He stayed patient, and he did get in there in time. He read it better than MaJicBear, although he was further away, so he did what had to be done. And this one could be going in from him as well. Ceiling, and onto the backboard, not quite in. MaJicBear gets that save. It's so tense.
LionBlaze going to have to try and work his way out of his own defense here. Gets very fast from that as well. Ends up going, I think, supersonic with the ball on his hood. MaJicBear, now it's his turn to try something out. Goes low with it, with the challenge. That contest brings this even.
MaJicBear is absolutely desperate to turn this into a 1v1 with loads of space. He wants to take turns swinging at his opponent. He doesn't want any of these little jabs, these little 50-50s, and seeing who comes out on top. What he wants is LionBlaze sort of engaging him in a game of flair, because when he gets to do that, he's looking at the better player. It's these sort of awkward little 1v1-y moments, as it were. That's where LionBlaze is pulling away.
LionBlaze tries to air dribble over the top, but MaJicBear can save with no boost. LionBlaze tapping back up quick as you like and will secure the lead. That is really good vision from him, seeing coming from inside the goal as well to get it back in.
This is the awareness that he has in this 1v1 realm. Knew that MaJicBear was in an awkward position, theorized that he had all the time in the world to go for it, just had to go up and tap it back, but it was harder than it looked, all things considered. So could this be from MaJicBear, but it's not quite in. 1 minute and 40 seconds left, and this is a very close one, just 1 goal in it. What can MaJicBear do? Can he get himself out of his opponent's corner with more than bad luck against him? Yes, he can. 6-all.
This is back and forth, not just end-to-end, but this score is just LionBlaze, MaJicBear, LionBlaze, MaJicBear, over and over again.
Bear in mind as well that LionBlaze was, I believe, 4-1 up in this one. So at this point, it's 1 goal to 1 goal to the other. But there have been large swings within this game as well.
We're given an opportunity just to collect his thoughts and go for something big. Does get it far, gets that 7th goal, and man, it's the little bits of space they're given. MaJicBear gets something there and can then get the flick over. And a nice little touch as well.
I want to see LionBlaze trying to be a little bit more aggressive against MaJicBear when he's defending, because I do feel that when we are into the nitty-gritty of 1v1s, as I said earlier, that's where LionBlaze excels, but he's sort of falling for MaJicBear's tricks. He's standing off a little bit, and that's the space that MaJicBear is loving operating in. As LionBlaze again gets the return goal. 3 sevens in the scoreboard now, and 2 ones. Look at that, 7s and 1s all round.
Ah, beautiful. Brazil on the clock. Opposite sides there. LionBlaze and MaJicBear getting sort of back into their rightful positions on their own half. LionBlaze attempts to demo MaJicBear, but does get the 100. He's taking over duel of his own lots of space. Hook shot incoming. LionBlaze with a great save.
Attempt number 2 comes in, though. Here's MaJicBear going for the 50-50. LionBlaze attacking that one faster and then getting the bumps. Good to see that from LionBlaze. Need to see some more of it, but he's going to be engaging in a fair play of his own. Not the best. Just knocks it for a catch from his opponent, MaJicBear. And LionBlaze now is going to be scampering back to try and get this one high. That's a better touch this time. What can he do? He opts to shoot quick. It's the wrong decision. And MaJicBear can put it back mid.
It's just trying to get that small bit of control when it starts to get hectic. And LionBlaze is slightly better at that. He's low on boost. Will it bounce nicely for him? It did, and MaJicBear missed it as well. Goes high with the shot. Final 20, MaJicBear misses once again. 5 boost to LionBlaze. Goes high. Crossbar. And in LionBlaze. That might be game. But so far, as this has gone, this is not secure by any means.
Oh yeah, nowhere near in 1v1. All of it comes down to this 1v1. LionBlaze did so well to take all of his opponent's boost just then. And the slow kickoff. We said he could adapt it. That is genius. MaJicBear falls for it, hook, line, and sinker.
That's so clever. Just waiting there. Going for essentially the self-cheat. Being that guy just a little bit further back. And MaJicBear hits it straight into him, rebounds into his own net. Now there's 2 goals clear. LionBlaze looking to go further and take it into the final match where he just needs to win one more. He'll control it in this corner. That's game over. One more for LionBlaze, and he goes through to face first killer.
Well played, LionBlaze. A game that just swung left and right throughout. I don't think either player was comfortable at any point throughout the 5 or 6 minutes of that game right there. But it's LionBlaze that wins out. Would you say that experience showed there in the 1v1 realm?
It seems like it was almost the experience was winning, but then at times it kind of got to a point where there was just the small mistakes where the experience didn't really matter too much, or it was kickoff, 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 kickoff. And then it suddenly went to close shadow. And it was just sort of clusters of goal types together. But at the end, LionBlaze did manage to do better out of it. He adapted the kickoff at the end, which was incredibly clever of him. The slow roll is something that you don't see often, and it has to be used at the perfect time. Otherwise, you just look quite silly. My game has just crashed, which is fun.
Ooh, okay, that's fun. Let me know when you're back in. In the meantime, we have a solo cast, all right? I've done this before. Kickoff goes...
kickoff goal,
shut up. Hush, no kickoff goal this time. Instead, we've got MaJicBear on the right wing. Underneath the ball, looking like he's struggling a little bit. And Blaze does have 83 boost and is able to knock that one high, but it's almost a shooting chance from MaJicBear, a little bit wide. So LionBlaze can slow the game down. Just get that ball on his roof. Not seen enough of this so far from him. Not enough of these fakes, these jukes. LionBlaze in the corner gets the shooting opportunity, but it's saved by MaJicBear. And you missed 14 goals, Stumpy. It was amazing.
I'm saying one every 2 seconds. How can I?
Yeah, man.
I'll look at the stats page for it.
Yeah, dude. Here's LionBlaze with this catch. Chance to flick against MaJicBear. MaJicBear's been reading these all day long. They're certainly not, from what I've seen so far today, a particular strength of LionBlaze's. Not how he wins his 1v1s, but this could be just reading the ball better, getting that early shot away. MaJicBear's racing to get back and manages to.
Good idea to put that further sort of towards his post rather than towards the middle of the goal. Sorry, the middle. Yes, very good not getting in the middle of the goal. Towards the middle of the pitch, because it meant that LionBlaze wasn't able to dunk him and then ended up getting the goal anyway. So a bit more of a, not even a cagey game, just a low-scoring game. But MaJicBear gets the first goal with the bump, like you say.
Yeah, absolutely dominant in the aggression statistics, I'm sure, without looking at them. You can never breathe if you're LionBlaze in this series. MaJicBear never letting him go and taking the lead in Game 4.
have been vital thus far in this series. MaJicBear picks up a 12 to go for the shot. Goes for that pinch shot as well. It's got 13 boost compared to LionBlaze's much less. Gets that corner 100 as well, but bumps it pretty badly. Turns himself back around though, and we'll grab that corner 100. Didn't need to, but you know, if he's got it, it means that LionBlaze does not. Now it's his time to attack.
MaJicBear won't be too upset with that. Having the ball and an acre of space to run into against his opponent, but his opponent is the one who's got the better of that play. And LionBlaze can come forward, pick up this 100. What can he do from the wall? Anything fancy from LionBlaze? He gets the delayed dodge. Quite enough to score a goal. The pressure remains until MaJicBear dodges it away.
It's up to LionBlaze, I think, to do a lot more. Get back to his creativity of some of these shots, where these players seem to have cancelled each other out now all of a sudden. It's no longer petrol on a fire. It's now just sort of pouring petrol into just sort of another barrel of petrol, where there's just cancelling each other out. Nothing's really happening.
As everyone knows, petrol cancels out petrol, as the old saying goes.
It's very true. I did fail firefighter school. I should make that clear.
You're just there putting it on fire going, wait, is this meant to put it out or make it grow more?
It's a liquid, idiot.
MaJicBear has a chance to style on his opponent. How he'd love to get one here. Gets the flip. No, I think he's missed the flip reset. He has. Improvises anyway. Gets goal number 2. 2-0.
Horrible being in goal here for LionBlaze, where he sees that, and you can't blame him for thinking that he's got that. Because not only does he get that, not get the flip reset, he also gets a very awkward touch to get it further than LionBlaze anticipated. So as soon as you see him coming to the floor, he could do any manner of things. The longer you leave it, the more deadly that becomes. And the MaJicBear now clear by 2, and that's only 2 goals in 3 minutes. That is way lower scoring than we've seen so far. And maybe this is the game that MaJicBear wants to play all along.
Yeah, well, I think I'm impressed by MaJicBear's game management here. I say that as he concedes a goal from a good tackle from LionBlaze. LionBlaze just letting MaJicBear fall into his trap, going for one solo play too many. He'll be easily defended and then scored against. But in general, I feel like MaJicBear has slowed this one down a little bit. He's not overextending as much as he has been. He has consciously, I believe, slowed this game down. And up until that point, it was really working. Now he needs to either stick to his game plan or go all-out attack and take that risk, because LionBlaze would be able to smell a little bit of blood after that goal.
Slowing it down in the midfield, though, is MaJicBear's idea, but LionBlaze has other ideas as he manages to tie this game up. MaJicBear trying to go for something special, but did not quite pay off.
Shouldn't have complimented him, mate. As soon as I say he's got good game management skills, suddenly he concedes 2 goals from it, and LionBlaze going, okay, I'll score that then. But there's still a potential for MaJicBear to get back into this one. Another huge bump comes in from him. One would feel that he needs this next goal. I think if LionBlaze scores next, that could be series over.
As the clock runs out, you have to be thinking about it. As LionBlaze gets a really clutch save off the line, but MaJicBear with the boost advantage gets an edge roll over, can grab that 100 as well. Does leave a penny behind, however, penny for his thoughts. As MaJicBear goes up, flip reset onto the side of LionBlaze, and he's got a clear net to shoot on.
Oh no, MaJicBear, what you doing, son? I thought we understood each other. I thought you were going to see this 2-0 out. Just prod at your opponent. Instead he's doing haymakers. His opponent's just waiting for him to tucker out and smashing him back. It's easy for LionBlaze. It's so simple.
But he's not making it look simple, though. I mean, MaJicBear he's basically making it the slower game that theoretically he's better at. But LionBlaze, he's adapting at every turn. He lost 2, figured out why he lost those 2, and is now just slowing it down, adapting to it. And again, did sort of a little bit of a slow roll kickoff, and he's now clear by 2. 4 unanswered.
I won't contest that one. You have to admire the composure from LionBlaze. Just when it seemed that his opponent was about to get a run of momentum of his own, quality shows in the end. It seems that this one is dawdling towards the finish line, and it's a good, not great performance from LionBlaze, I believe. There were times he lost control of this one a little bit, but he saw it through in the end. He found a way, as you said, Stumpy, and that has to be commended.
MaJicBear, though, is still 3 that he could theoretically get, but LionBlaze will be trying to run down that clock, make it as awkward as possible. Goes for a long shot as MaJicBear can get back for it. It's now LionBlaze's duty to try and waste as much time as he can for him to proceed in this bracket. MaJicBear, I think we're off the ceiling there to try and get something. But as we get to the 15-second mark, that is going to be game. We're going to see MaJicBear stop. We're going to see LionBlaze go through to meet First Killer over in the semi-finals and MaJicBear dropping into the lowers.
Yep, and MaJicBear will go up against J-Bot as well, which is a series that one would expect him to be able to win. You know, he'll certainly be the favourite there, so shouldn't fear that too much, but, you know, it's always nice to be able to get that upset and give yourself the, keep the second life, I suppose, in a double elimination bracket. But congratulations to LionBlaze, too good in the end for his opponent, too solid in defense, and too smart. Once it came down to it, I feel like MaJicBear just sort of tuckered himself out a little bit, and LionBlaze was the better player. Yeah,
MaJicBear definitely relied on those haymakers to land, where he was really attempting to get massive shots off, and it went well. And obviously the game that he ended up winning, but LionBlaze, very clever, managed to adapt to that play style, noticed that he wanted to go for those big shots, and so played it patient. Let him use 90 of his boost when he wanted to be challenged. And in the end, LionBlaze, of course, being that favourite player. Johnny Boy called it. We tried to go for the left field guess, but unfortunately it did not pay off.
I look forward to seeing more of both these players, though, as we go on. I'm curious to see how LionBlaze is going to deal with somebody who plays relatively similarly, but with more flair in First Killer, and then MaJicBear up against J-Bot, who performed all right against First Killer earlier on. But make sure you are all back after this break, because it's going to be me and Shogun casting Mile versus Sharif. We'll see you then.